memories of the war have been locked away in the corner of my mind. I guess I'm now at that time in my life to recall those memories. The war years were certainly an important turning point for me. It makes me uncomfortable if someone gives me special attention just because I fought at the Battle of the Bulge. I just did what I was expected to do, like so many others. I think it is more correct to say I was lucky. Not lucky to have been there in the midst of all that cold and horror, but lucky to have survived and to have come home safely. I was born on a little farm in a prairie town called New England in the southwest corner of North Dakota, third son of a first-generation Norwegian parents. My father tried to scratch out a living for his wife and 7 children, and my mother managed to keep us all fed and clothed. I remember she told me that she gave birth to my second sister in the middle of the winter all alone. My sister did not live for more than an hour. My folks were good, hard-working people, proud to be Americans, and I don't remember anyone complaining. Still, between the dust storms and depression, we couldn't make a decent living in the Dakota prairie. When my parents heard about jobs in the defense industry in the Pacific Northwest, we packed up everything we could in the family car and moved out west in 1942. When the war started, it was only a matter of time before my 3 brothers and I were to find ourselves in uniform and prepared to fight. In August of 1943, I was inducted into the Army at the age of 18. I had an uncle who served as an infantryman in World War I, so I also volunteered for the infantry. I was sent to England in April of 1944, crossed the Channel to Le Havre in December, and was trucked through various replacement depots to the front line at the Battle of the Bulge. I was assigned as a replacement to Company B of the 395th Infantry Regiment, 99th Division. We were assigned to defend the Elsenborn Ridge. I was a green, 19-year-old farm boy with no combat experience, but that was true of most of the guys I served with at the Bulge. We were called the Battle Babies. My first encounter with death was on my first day when I was assigned to a foxhole whose last occupant had been killed during a furious shelling. We couldn't move during the day because of the danger of observation by the enemy. When it was dark one night, I left my foxhole to get a hot meal. By the time I returned, the soldier in the foxhole next to mine had been killed by an enemy artillery shell. The shelling and noises of constant battle were bad enough, but we also had to deal with the freezing cold, and many men didn't have proper winter equipment. I remember using white bed sheets we took from the local villages to camouflage ourselves in the snow. Life on the front was an unrelenting hell of biting cold, artillery bursts, landmines hidden in the snow, booby-trapped bodies, destruction, and patrols. My time at the front ended on March 1st, 1945. While on patrol, we sighted some Germans coming toward us in a deep trench. I was ordered to stop them and move close enough to throw a grenade. The pin stuck, and I had to pry it loose with my bayonet, and finally managed to throw it into the middle of the advancing Germans. When I regained consciousness, I found myself in a field hospital, wounded but alive and safe, and eventually on my way home. So you see, I think I was lucky. I managed to survive the worst battle of the war, and I was proud to serve my country. But more important, thanks to the GI Bill, I was able to attend college, which led to my getting a good secure job and a successful career, and making it possible for my first marriage to raise 3 beautiful daughters, Sharon, Michelle, and Lori, and enjoy my 2 grandchildren, Jason and Daniel, and have a life with a wonderful woman, my wife, Arlene. I think that was worth fighting for, and I'm grateful to those who gave their lives to preserve and protect our country. They were the real heroes. I dedicate this to them and wish they could have had some of the joys and happiness that I had.
Now it's my turn, Dad, to tell you that to us, your 3 little girls, to now, when we're 3 grown women, you've always been our hero. Because a hero is someone that you want to be just like and who you want to make proud. And we were the lucky ones because our dad was a hero every day in our lives. Thanks, Dad.